Chosen ones, it's never too late to chase your dreams, because if you don't, you will literally fall into your own nightmare. So why not do what makes you happy? And I'm not talking about going back to school to get indoctrinated. I'm talking about doing something you actually love. And if it helps people, that means it's your calling. I mean, think about it. What's better than doing something that makes you happy and it makes others happy? That will literally help create a perfect world. But of course, we don't live in a perfect world, but we're striving to create one. If y'all haven't realized, dream chasers literally set the example for the whole world, because we have to live in a dream in order to have any control in this matrix. So check this out. We all know what the Eye of Horus is, right? And it represents many things, such as the parts of a brain. But notice the particular parts is the lizard brain and the mammal brain. It does not include the human brain, which is a neocortex. And the pineal gland is literally right in the middle of the mammal brain and the reptilian brain. So you have to push through those parts of the brain in order to get to the neocortex, which will connect to your pineal gland. And your pineal gland holds your spirit. As I mentioned before, the Eye of Horus actually represents the black hole we are currently in, which is called the abyss. So during the war in heaven, they use these pine cones, called the keys, to take our spirits and place them down here into the abyss. This is why we see it at the Vatican. This is why we see the gods holding them in ancient tablets, because they took our spirits in the war in heaven and placed them in these bodies in the pineal gland. So if y'all didn't know, the word whore comes from the word Horus. Horus and Jesus has the same spirit, meaning they are the same entity. So we're in the Eye of Horus. That means we're literally in a world full of horrors, outside our minds and inside of our minds, multi-dimensional. This is why we have to dream to forget where we are. We dream to get back to where we need to be. Living your dream is a way to raise your frequency. As I mentioned several times before, duality does not exist. Jesus is the only entity that possesses duality. And I explain why plenty of times. So you can only be on a positive or negative frequency. Positive is sending towards your dreams that you're creating. Negative is descending towards your nightmare that they are creating. So it's time to wake up, Neo, and be gods. Peace.